vultures. What's up, everybody? This is Jay with Prepared Citizens. I hope y'all are doing well. I'm out here at the fire pit with the chickens. Please excuse them. So, we want to talk about applying pressure and these two things right here. These are SWAT-T tourniquets. These are very good tourniquets for a lot of different stuff other than being a tourniquet. For those of you that's already been supporting by buying medical kits from the website, you'll notice these come in the Backpacker IFAC kit. The reason these were chosen to be part of that kit is because they're so universal, and especially they can be applied to a lot of the common accidents that occur when you're hunting or backpacking or something like that, and that's kind of what the idea was behind that. This package is H&H Medical. They're both made in USA. This one is by Safeguard. Either way, either one of these, this is the real deal, so fear not if you get either one of these packages. This blue one right here is the one I use in our medical classes. If you ever train with me, you've probably used one of these. I try to expose people to different types of tourniquets. That way it just kind of opens their mind up. It doesn't, because a lot of people have only been exposed to like TCCC. And I mean, that was me at one time, and I thought that that's all there was. But the more training I got outside of the military, good training, the more I was exposed to, like, holy cow, there's a lot of different methods to the madness. Saying I liked from one of my instructors at Tactical Response in the Immediate Action Medical was, he said, if you'll do, it'll do. Think about that for a second. So that makes a lot of sense. SWAT-T tourniquet. So first off, let's get to talking about it a little bit. SWAT-T, that does not mean it's some kind of high-speed piece of kit for like SWAT teams and things like that. All that means is stretch, wrap, and tuck tourniquet. That's all that means. It's nothing special. It's a very compact device. I do like, you can put this in your pocket and almost forget about it. It's kind of heavy because it's basically like a big piece of rubber. It is not made with natural rubber latex. So if you have an allergy to rubber latex, you're going to be good to go. It's not made with that, or not made with the natural rubber latex, which is good for those of you that got allergies. However, you can almost imagine you can put it into almost any kit. I use these a lot where there's limited space in kits. I do keep one on my main chest rig. If you've seen it before, it's the SOE when I have it like rolled up right in the middle on the bottom. That way I can get to it from my left or right hand. Super simple, just a piece of rubber, basically. It's got, let me show you guys real quick. It's got these shapes on it. So you can, it's just telling you to pull it tight enough that this up here becomes like these squares down here. And they're saying that that's going to be enough for arterial occlusion if you stretch it that tight and wrap it around someone's limb. So that's cool, I guess. It kind of gives you a little bit of instruction on the go. But at the same time, I will say this is one of the devices, well, any device really, you don't want to be having to learn it on the fly. You really need to get training before you buy them. And when you do buy any kind of tourniquet, any kind, if you can, buy two. That way you have one to practice with, train with, and then one that you're actually going to carry and use when it's go time. It's designed as a tourniquet, but it can be used for many different things. So one thing that would be really good is like a pressure bandage. Let me get this out of my pocket. So like a pressure bandage, if I had a wound right here, it'd be very good to put that pressure on it and then come back over the top, and I would just tie a knot and put all that pressure on that wound. And you could even go back around, tie one on the bottom, and tie it completely off, be good to go. That's one way. So using this as a pressure bandage is a for real thing. If you needed to like splint something to your leg, if you broke your leg or whatever, get a stick, something, it would be very good. You know, you could tie off your start point, and then you could put whatever and wrap it as tight as you need. Come back around, tie it back off. That's a good use for it too. So this is one reason I really like the SWAT-Ts. There's so many different uses. Also, when it comes to kit, if you're going to stage this on a chest rig or something kind of like I do, you can put on the outside of your gear, and water is not going to soak into it. It's not, it's just going to roll off of it. So it's not going to absorb any water, which is good. Even if it's wet, still going to work the same. Not going to affect its use at all. I actually got a tourniquet video I did a long time ago, probably a year ago or more, where I soaked a bunch of different tourniquets and then applied them, and just showing you guys soaking a tourniquet and disgusting muddy water would affect its use or not, or cause it to not do its job. So that's a good video. You should check it out. Let's talk about, since we've talked about applying pressure with it and wrapping stuff, you could also do this. You could use it, and it'd work pretty good as an arm sling. You had to sling someone's arm up, it'd work really good for that. And you could obviously adjust your knot to the size of the person you're making that for. So that's pretty cool. You can kind of see why I think a SWAT-T is a pretty cool device. Now, I've talked about all the stuff I really, really like about it. I want to talk about something I really don't like about it. I don't recommend this as a primary tourniquet. So, this is great when you have both hands to apply it. Like, if something happens to my leg, as you seen earlier, I could easily make a good tourniquet with this thing. No big deal whatsoever to make a very, very good tourniquet and get full arterial occlusion. And then I could even tie that off again. Even though they say to tuck it, I have found it is super aggravating to tuck this thing. It's just such a pain to tuck this tourniquet, especially with the material it is. And with that being said, as you can see, it worked great with two hands. What about one hand? If you're one-handed and say, I got a really bad injury, I got this part of my arm blown off, the best way to do it is to bite down and do it. And this is where it would be a super pain. I would actually probably try to put it or knot the best I could and try to double knot that. Dang, that hurts. That worked really good, but that's not extremely fast. That's where this tourniquet gets knocked, is its difficulty to apply one-handed, for me personally. But that does not take away from the fact that if you train and you get good with it, it'd be a very good tourniquet. Keep on you. And hopefully this helps you if you've been looking at a SWAT-T. And if you have been looking at one, I'd appreciate it if you'd go to preparedcitizenstg.com and pick you up one. We sell them there. Or if you pick up a Backpacker IFAK, they're inside it too. I think it's a good universal item that can serve a place for many different types of sprains, more minor wounds that just really need pressure to be controlled, to control the bleeding. And it can be used to help you splint a limb or something like that if you need it to. So guys, that's my thoughts on the SWAT-T. So all in all, I don't recommend it for a primary tourniquet. That's my opinion, but I think it is a great just piece of kit to have in a medical kit. So do with that what you will, guys. I hope you guys have a good one. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, all that good stuff. I really appreciate all that. Every one of you guys mean a lot to me. Yeah, guys, if you want one of these, and or if you just want to support the channel, please head over to preparedcitizenstg.com, pick up some medical kits or just individual medical items. We got it. I try to keep a lot of the good stuff on there that I test and trial, and then once it passes, I'll become a dealer for it and recommend it for you guys too. So, and your families. That's important, because this is all stuff that I either carry for myself or my family. So, alright guys, I think that'll do it. Be an asset to everyone around you, not a liability. And I'll catch you on the next one. God bless.